Oh my god, shit was already recording. What the fuck? Oh no, there's too many kids. One of the kids literally threw snow at my car. Watch out, stupid. Oh my god, they're so annoying, but I was young once. I should know what it's like. I was stupid and young and dumb once. I can't get upset. They're making huge snowballs and throwing it at each other. It's unbelievable. Like, I'm now thinking like an adult, like, oh, you know, that snowball can be really hard and hit somebody in the head and they can really get hurt. But back when I was a kid, I was like, ha ha ha, you got hurt. So it's, I understand, I get it. If you're watching this, I really hope you're not upset with me. I really hope you're happy for me and you're a car enthusiast and you can appreciate all cars. But for those of you that are upset with me, I'm sorry. That's all I can say, I'm sorry. So, I bought a 2013 Subaru BRZ with 49,000 miles on it, and I'm super excited. Sorry if my face isn't showing it, because this video has been long overdue. I got this car like a month ago, almost a month ago, and yeah, I'm now making a video for it, which is weird. I've really just been focusing on like my own work stuff and like life stuff and like personal stuff, so, you know, don't worry, I'll be back to uploading constantly for this car very soon, and the E36. Now, a lot of you are probably gonna be asking, yo, did you get rid of the E36 for this? No, I did not. I still have the E36 M3. I will never get rid of that car. I love that car, and yes, I do love that car more than this one. Sorry for those of you that are BRZ fans, if there are any watching this video at this moment, sorry. There's just something about that car. That car literally has a soul in it, and it's possessed, and it just speaks to you. Like, it speaks to you. It's just, oh, I love that car. But anyway, not to get off topic. When I got the E36 M3, I was really excited as well, but it was a car that like I've just kept that like I wanted, like, and I kept it in the back of my head like, oh yeah, I want one of those one day. But this BRZ, I've actually always wanted for such a long time, like ever since it probably like came out. That's how long ago like I saw one. I just always wanted one. I've wanted one so long ago. In fact, before me and Mike filmed the rear taillight fog mod video for the F30, the day before we filmed that video, I actually went and asked myself, do I want to build a channel based around a 4-door 328 like sedan that nobody really looks at as a sports car? Back then, nobody really like modded F30s like that. Like, I'm not saying I started, I'm just saying like if like everybody just knew like, okay, this is a very expensive game, like I'm not trying to play this game. And like, what can you do to a BMW? There's not that much you can do. Like, that was just like a popular like opinion back then. Now like it's obviously like differently. Everybody like prefers to do like M Sport conversion and stuff. So those aren't really mods though. Like, you're not really like modding your car. You're just like upgrading its trim to make it look like the highest trim possible. Whereas with this car, the aftermarket support is crazy. So I thought to myself, I should probably just get a BRZ and build my channel off of this car. Now, I know a lot of you are probably saying, yo, like BMW made you who you are today. Like, how dare you? Why would you go and get a Subaru? Honestly, like, I agree with you. Like, yeah, the F30 definitely built my channel, but I strongly agree and believe that if I got this car off the rip and did what I did to the F30, but to this, my channel would have blew like way more than it did with the F30. I'm sorry, but that's just that I just think that way, and if you can have your opinion, let's just agree to disagree. But anyway, I'm getting off topic again. So before we filmed that video, I went to a dealership and tried to trade in the F30 for a BRZ, which is crazy, right? That didn't fall through. I had too much negative equity on the F30. It just wasn't lining up. The numbers weren't adding up. So I was like, you know what? Let's just keep the F30 and I'll just continue just trying to make the channel based off the F30. And all that happened, blah, blah. You guys know how all that turned out. And then I got an E36 M3. Yes, I wanted an E36 M3, but like, it's not a car that like, I was like, oh my God, I want this so bad. Like this car, like an E46 M3. But now it's like, everything's changed. Like, now that I've had an E36 M3, it's literally like, I don't think any car can top that car in terms of like how happy it makes me feel. So now I have a car that like I've always wanted, and now I'm like, wow, I finally got one. I've tried to get this car like 6 times and it just has never worked out, but now it finally worked out. I can finally afford one, I can finally have one, I can finally own one, and it's just such a nice feeling, and it just makes me so happy to know that like I have one of these now. And yes, I still have the E36 M3, so for those of you that are wondering, I still have it, don't worry. So I have to spoil a little. The E36 M3 is going to come back blue. One of the shades of blue that I gave you guys in the video. So one of those blues it's gonna come back as. So that's why I went with a white BRZ, not a blue one. I really love the blue on the BRZ, but I just decided to just get white because that's the second option color that I wanted. And obviously I will wrap this car eventually, so I didn't really care too much about the color, as long as it wasn't black or red. I just don't like red BRZs or red Scion FRSs, whatever. So it's a 2013, it's a premium that's, you know, it's not too bad. It's whatever. It had 49,000 miles, now it has like 50. So when I got it, I had like 49,000 miles. It's not fully loaded, but it has like Bluetooth, stuff like that, navigation. It's a really nice car. I really like it. I love the interior. I love being in here. It's such a nice place to be. The checklist I had for buying a car was it needs to be newish, it needs to be good on gas, it needs to be reliable, it needs to be sporty, it needs to be stick, it needs to come with a 6-speed, it needs to be rear-wheel drive. So all these things, like this car just fit it the best, and it's also a car that I really like. It needs to look really nice too, because with the E36 M3, it was more like a personal, like a personal satisfaction, not something like satisfying to watch, something satisfying to drive, you know? Like that car, as great as it looks to me, and a lot of you will agree with me, it is a good looking car. Some people like don't really think that it's that great looking. It's just like whatever, you know, like whatever. It's like an old BMW, whatever. This car, on the other hand, when it's fully modded out, it just looks crazy. Like these cars look freaking crazy when they're fully modded out and built. So that's another reason why I wanted to get this car. Something visual, something I can build my channel on visually, and it helps, you know, build and grow the channel. It's a lot funner to watch that, like headlight mods, bumper mods, like, you know, slamming it, putting deep dish wheels, doing things like that. That's funner to watch than me changing out subframe, rear trailing arm bushings, subframe bushings, differential bushings, tranny mounts, like shifter bushings and motor mounts, stuff like that. Like, that's all like my satisfaction that I feel. You can't feel that. You just see it, and you just, and that's just a very small audience that wants to see that. So obviously, I'm still gonna make E36 M3 videos, especially once it's done. I'm gonna be filming a lot of E36 stuff, but this car is mainly gonna be the replacement for the F30 in terms of, like, you know, a newer car that a lot of people want to see modded out, something that, you know, you can change like crazy and that looks really nice. And trust me, I will make this car look sick. So let's just start the video off, like, in terms of like walking around. It is crazy cold and windy outside, so let's just start with the interior first. Now the interior, I love so much. Like, honestly, like, it is such a nice place to be. I love it very much. I've always enjoyed this car's interior. There's nothing I can say bad about it except maybe the rattling, but this car has no sound deadening to keep it underweight. And I know a lot of you are gonna say this car is really slow. I don't care. Like I said, the performance stuff is all for the M3, and the look stuff is all for this car, and some for the M3. Obviously, I'm still gonna make that car look nice, but I don't care about going fast in this car. This is my daily driver that I drive to work every day, and I don't care about going fast. I don't care about going fast. I don't care that it's slow. I want it to look nice, and that's it. So with that out of the way, let me continue. I changed this shift boot to Alcantara. I did not like the leather one that it comes with. A lot of you that are seeing this are probably thinking, what the hell is going on here? I took it out. I actually got an Alcantara one. This is one that was there. I don't like this look. It just looks really bad. So I actually have this Alcantara one. I just need to finish installing it and putting it on. There's a way to do it. I'm not gonna make a video on that because it's just like, I don't know. I don't want to make a video on that. It's just really weird. The interior is a really nice place to be. I really love the seats. I fit perfectly in them. They're snug. I love the smell in here. There's like this, the smell that comes out inside of BRZs. I just love the smell in here. This head unit I'm gonna change and probably get like an Apple CarPlay one and a nice touch screen with Android. Get this like wrapped in carbon fiber or Alcantara. I'm trying to keep this Alcantara look going. I might change these seats to like bucket seats or something that is comfortable to sit in. But I love these stock seats. They look so nice. I love that the headliner is black. The interior quality is something that is definitely something that is lacking compared to the E36, but the E36 also had such terrible interior quality. So whatever. I love being in this car though. I really love the interior. So let's step outside. I'm going to show you guys a quick walk around of the outside, and then that'll be it for this video. I feel like I talked way too much, but whatever. Let's do this. Oh my God. So I don't know if I mentioned this already. This car is bone stock. Like literally all it has is this weird mirror light thing that is not OEM. I don't know where the previous owner got that. The corner lights are not amber, so you know, little things like that I appreciate that are already done because they're tasteful mods. But all I've done is put that license plate bracket. I've gone soft and I don't run no front plate anymore. I have to run a front plate because like it's just I parked this on the street and I don't want to deal with what I had to deal with the F30. So it's white. It's like a nice pearl white. Not that it really matters because I do plan on wrapping this car anyway. It has the stock Prius tires, the stock Prius wheels. It's just bone stock, and I love that. It's really hard to find bone stock, but you know, a lot of people like, you either find one that's bone stock or one that's stock that was modified. So this one was actually bone stock and actually owned by an older guy that was like 30-ish. He was like an engineer or something, and he had this as a lease, and then that was it. So the rear is also bone stock, and I'm glad that it doesn't have any like spoiler on it, even though I prefer the spoiler, but I'm glad it doesn't in terms of building purposes. I like that it doesn't have that, so it just gives me more options to what I want to put. I might go with a carbon fiber trunk or something like that, something along those lines. I really want to change out these taillights. I don't like these taillights at all, but look at the diffuser. Like, look at the exhaust cutouts. Like, look at this. Like, they knew that the person that's gonna buy this car is gonna mod the shit out of it, so they actually put cutouts in the diffuser that are so big. Like they're literally, like it's just so huge. Like look how huge it is compared to what they actually put. So they knew this car is like for people who are gonna like mod it and like change it up and shit. So I love that. I really appreciate that. But yeah, that pretty much does it. Like this is all the walk around I can really give you guys. I'll give more information later in another video if you guys actually care enough. But this is my Subaru BRZ. I'm super excited that I now own one and I can finally start making videos of it and start modding it and start making it look sick. My plan with this car is to go stance, like slam it and have camber and just make it look really sick. I don't know if I'll switch it up, you know, I'll go like from camber gang to like something like a little more race stance, and then I'll just keep switching it up every season or something. And then I have the E36 M3 as my my track performance car, so now I can really go ham on the M3 now and like rip the AC out, take the power steering out, rip the carpet out, like, you know, just make it like a full-fledged race car where I don't have to really worry about, you know, oh, I can't daily it like this because it's gonna be uncomfortable. Like, no, this is not gonna be a daily anymore. So, you know, this is gonna be my daily. So this is comfortable too. So like, I really like how comfortable this car is. The suspension for stock is not bad. It's actually really nice and tight. It's not crazy like loose. It's not like a boat. It rides nice, and I really like it. It's not bad. But I don't know. Honestly, you guys should comment down below if I should bag this or throw coilovers on it. Like, oh, that's such a difficult decision because like I don't want to deal with managing this with bags, but I also don't want to deal with having to scrape everywhere with coilovers. So it's hit or miss, but I feel like, you know, I'm gonna end up going with bags, honestly. Like I think it's time, you know, your boy's riding on air. Like honestly, like I think it's time. But anyway guys, that pretty much does it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It took a lot out of me to get out of the house and actually make this, because now filming is just weird to me, but hopefully I get back into it. Let me know what you guys think of the car. I really like it. I really love the way it looks. I really love the color of it. I'm glad with the decision that I have made. One thing I don't like, I really want to point out before this video ends, the clutch freaking sucks. The clutch is freaking, oh, I just hate it. I hate the clutch so much. It sucks compared to the E36. And the gearbox is nice though. It's nice and notchy, so that's cool. But the clutch, oh, I just hate the clutch. But anyway guys, that pretty much does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Peace out. But anyway guys, that pretty much does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Peace out. Ah, it's so cold! Ah, ah, motherfucker!